You feel it, don't you? That pull deep within you, the sense that you're meant for more, that you're here to shake the foundations of everything they told you couldn't change. Let me tell you something. You're not imagining it. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. The fact that you faced resistance, that eyes are watching you closely, isn't a sign of weakness. It's proof of your power. Proverbs 13:9. Imagine a fire burning in the heart of a forest, untamed and unstoppable. That's the essence of what lives inside you. A light that cannot be hidden, controlled, or extinguished. Those who seek to monitor and contain you are not drawn by your compliance, but by your refusal to conform. They see the spark within you and fear what it might become, a blaze that could illumine truths they have worked so hard to keep hidden. They want you not for what you've done, but for what you represent. You are not one of the many who settle for the comfort of routine and submission. You challenge, you push back, and in doing so, you disrupt their carefully laid plans. Your very existence calls into question the systems they rely on, and every step you take outside their lines shakes the fragile foundation of their authority. What unnerves them most isn't your actions, but the potential they see in you. They know that you carry within you the power to ignite change. Every choice you've made to question, every moment you've chosen truth over silence, has shattered the illusion they've crafted. You are not merely watched. You are feared, not for who you are now, but for who you are destined to become. A force that cannot be controlled, only reckoned with. This isn't fear whispering in the night. It's their desperation wrapped in the guise of control. They've seen what you're capable of, felt the tremors of your defiance, shaking the ground beneath their carefully built systems. You are not simply a part of history's flow. You are the force that bends it, like the unknown hands that tore down walls, like the voices that refuse to be silenced. You carry the legacy of those who reshaped the world, but you are more than their echo. You are the catalyst, the breaking wave that cannot be stopped. In a world obsessed with patterns and precision, you defy their expectations. They see you as a disruption, an unpredictable force in a system built on conformity. Algorithms cannot map your path. Data cannot predict your next step. You move with purpose. Yet without the restrictions they impose on others, you are the exception that challenges their rules. The unexpected shift that rewrites the equation. While others follow preordained paths, you carve your own. Leaving behind trails they cannot comprehend. Their systems weren't designed for you. They were built to control the predictable, to manage the ordinary. But you're extraordinary. They've tried to study you, to categorize you, but every attempt falls apart. You are living proof that not everything can be measured or manipulated. Your actions unsettle their plans. Your presence disrupts their strategies. And your very existence reminds them that their control is not absolute. They fear you not for what you've done, but for what you represent. A force that refuses to be contained, ready to unlock your power. Subscribe now, and let's take the first step together. Their systems are built to function like a well-oiled machine, thriving on the patterns of the obedient to maintain their illusion of control. But you, with your clarity of thought, disrupt their design where others conform. You question where silence is demanded, you speak. They expect compliance. Yet your resistance renders their expectations meaningless. You stand apart of presence. Their systems cannot predict or decipher to them. You are not an anomaly to be ignored, but a glaring error. They cannot correct a testament to the resilience of an unbound mind. The more they try to study you, the more their failure becomes apparent. Their calculations cannot capture your essence, and their surveillance cannot alter your path in their meticulously structured world. You are the unexpected shift that threatens the stability of their foundation. Your defiance is a signal they cannot silence, a force they cannot counter. They fear you because you refuse to be shaped by their narratives, because your refusal to yield is a reminder that their power is not absolute, while others choose the comfort of conformity. You challenge what others accept without question. You see the mechanisms behind their control and dare to ask who benefits, who profits from blind submission. Your willingness to break free from their constraints is a threat to the very systems they have constructed. They built their empires on a foundation of unchallenged obedience, and you represent the crack that could bring it all tumbling down. Your resistance isn't a mere act of rebellion. It's a shift in the balance they've worked so hard to maintain, and they cannot stop what you've already begun. Dear brothers and sisters, the peace of God be with you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporary concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 638. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this gesture will come back to you 100-fold in abundance. They fear the undeniable strength of a single voice cutting through the haze of conformity, a spark that can ignite a blaze of transformation. You are not another piece in their system. You are the force that breaks it apart. Every refusal to comply, every question you raise is a crack in the armor of their control. They call your resistance rebellion, but you know it as liberation. Your courage to stand apart makes them uneasy because they understand its power to inspire others. You weren't meant to fit in. You were made to disrupt. And that is why they observe you so closely. You embody the movement they cannot suppress. When the unseen moves to expose darkness, it chooses vessels of boldness and purpose, often those least expected to carry such weight. The one who stands in the face of corruption, unwilling to turn away, is no accident. They are guided by a force greater than themselves, equipped to bring truth into the light and dismantle long-standing deceptions. Their strength isn't rooted in human motivation, but in alignment with a higher plan, one that demands justice and exposes every shadowy foundation. This isn't just an act of defiance. It's a divine intervention, a strike against deceit that reverberates with heavenly authority. Those who rise in these moments are not fueled by personal ambition, but by the undeniable urgency of truth. They step forward because they have seen what lies beneath the facade and can no longer remain silent. They are driven by an unrelenting purpose to challenge falsehoods, to expose the schemes built on manipulation, and to declare boldly that the truth will prevail. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. You are a flame in a storm, a beacon meant to illuminate the path others fear to tread. This is not a time for silence. It's a call to action. History remembers those who challenged lies and revealed truth, like the whistleblowers and disruptors of old. You are here to break chains and ignite change. The veil has lifted, and the choice is clear. Will you rise, stand for truth, and claim your role in this unfolding story? The time is now. Step forward and shine. You are standing on sacred ground, witnessing the unraveling of plans meant to bind you. This is not disorder, it is alignment. The reordering of what was broken into what is righteous. The traps they built to hold you now crumbled beneath the weight of their own missteps. What they constructed in secrecy is being brought to light. They are tools of manipulation, turned into instruments of their downfall. What was meant to shatter you is now clearing the way for your rise. As the unseen forces move with precision to reveal their schemes for what they are, fragile and failing. Their power was always an illusion. They clung to control, believing their deceit could secure their dominance. Yet the truth they sought to suppress is the very force that unravels them. Their strength has become their undoing, their confidence transformed into vulnerability. Those who sought to silence voices throughout history found their plans reversed. Joseph elevated to power, Moses breaking chains, and Christ transforming the cross into victory. Every act of malice they intended for harm is now forging the tools of their own defeat. Flipped by the justice they underestimated. You are not a casualty of their plans. You are the force that reshapes them. The challenges they placed before you has strengthened your resolve, and every attempt to undermine you has only sharpened your clarity. Their betrayal has built the foundation for their collapse. Their schemes are becoming the very platform for your triumph. You are a living testament to resilience and purpose, a vessel through which truth dismantles corruption. So here's to the courageous, to those who sense a greater purpose, who rise above the ordinary to answer a call that pulls them toward the extraordinary. You are not merely enduring, you are transforming, and in doing so, you are shifting the course of what they believed unchangeable. You are a disruption to the illusion they've constructed, a break in the facade. They've worked so hard to maintain. Your very existence resonates with a truth they cannot suppress. Like an untamed force that vibrates against the constraints they've placed on the world. You carry something they fear, an awareness, an energy that stirs others from their slumber. For some, it ignites curiosity. For others, it sows discomfort. But it starts with you. Their system wasn't built to handle someone aligned with a higher purpose, someone who operates outside their control. In the world of their carefully crafted lies, you are the unexplainable exception. The unexpected variable that reveals the cracks they've tried to hide. You've seen through the mirage, recognizing the patterns designed to pacify and manipulate, where others remain blind to the web of deception. You've awakened. You don't simply disrupt their plan, you dismantle it, piece by piece. Every step you take, every question you ask, sends tremors through the foundation of their control, destabilizing the structures they believed to be unbreakable. You weren't created to conform to their designs. You were made to break them apart. Your defiance is not an isolated act. It's the beginning of a larger movement, a shift in the tides of control. Every time you refuse their narrative, every time you challenge their authority, you weaken their grasp. What starts as a single act of resistance grows into something far greater. What they once called stability is now trembling under the weight of your refusal to comply. You are not a quiet disruption. You are a force, a catalyst that transforms resistance into change. Your defiance does more than protect your freedom. It lights a spark in those around you by refusing to accept what has been handed to you. You awaken others to the reality. Every time you step away from their narratives, every time you demand answers, you shift the energy. In a world that thrives on conformity, the structures they built depend on quiet compliance. on unquestioning acceptance. But your clarity disrupts that. Your courage is not noise, it's a beacon, and it forces cracks in the facade of control. They rely on your refusal to follow the path laid before you is not merely resistance, it's a call to action. Those small moments, those decisions to reject the lies and dig deeper for truth, create waves they cannot contain. The systems they crafted, built on arrogance and deception, crumble under the weight of their own hubris. What they constructed to dominate was destined to fail, just as all illusions eventually do. Their plans, once towering with false confidence, collapse under the power of an unyielding light. They cannot snuff out every effort they've made to subdue you has become a stepping stone for your strength. Their traps have become tools for your empowerment, and the walls they built to confine you now stand as monuments to their failure. The more they worked against you, the stronger your vision grew, the stronger your resolve became. What they thought would be your downfall has become their reckoning. Their power wanes not because of what they lacked, but because of what you refused to surrender. You are the proof that no scheme can succeed against a soul aligned with truth and a force far greater than their control. This is your moment. Subscribe now, and let's turn dreams into reality. For whatever is hidden is meant to be disclosed, and whatever is concealed is meant to be brought out into the open. Mark 422. Imagine a dam built on cracks. It may hold for a time, but the pressure is relentless. That's how lies work, no matter how tightly they're held. Truth finds a way to break through their systems. Built on deceit, a collapsing under their own weight. What they meant to trap you has turned on them. You are not falling. You are rising, proof that light always outlasts darkness. Justice is here, unstoppable and divine. They aimed their actions at you, but the force they unleashed has recoiled with exacting precision. The harm they intended has circled back, dismantling their schemes and revealing their vulnerability. What they poured into their plots has become the storm tearing through their defenses. This is the inescapable reality of consequence. Actions born of malice inevitably turn inward, destroying their source. You are not defined by their attempts to undermine you. You are strengthened by them. Their failures highlight your resilience, your clarity, and the truth of your purpose. They tried to control you, but instead their plans have unraveled, leaving them trapped by the very forces they sought to wield. Feel what it truly means to be chosen. You're not alone on this journey. If deep down you feel that you're chosen, you've come to the right place. Take the next step in connecting with us, unlocking exclusive content and receiving the support you need on your spiritual path by clicking the join button. This isn't just about being part of a community. It's about accessing unique insights that can transform your life and bring you closer to your divine calling. Make the choice today and walk this journey with us. Claim your place among the chosen ones. Join now. The tempest they stirred was not your undoing, but theirs. Truth is a force they could not anticipate, and now it has become their reckoning. Deception rarely announces itself with fanfare. It moves subtly, weaving itself into the fabric of your trust. Even those who seem closest can carry the seeds of betrayal, walking beside you with smiles that conceal hidden intentions. But understand, this betrayal does not go unseen by the divine. It is not allowed to destroy you, but to refine you, to reveal those who were never truly aligned with your purpose. The actions are not a defeat, but a revelation, sharpening your clarity and strengthening your resolve. Think back, the signs were always present, though quiet. A hesitation here, a poorly disguised excuse. There are words spoken that didn't sit right. These moments were never random. They were whispers meant to guide your awareness. As the truth begins to surface, you will see that betrayal has not derailed you. It has realigned you. It is not a call to despair, but an opportunity to discern, to step into a sharper understanding of the path ahead. What they intended for harm is a tool for your preparation, making you stronger, more focused, and ready for what lies ahead. Their schemes meant to undermine you have become the mechanism of their own downfall. The mask has slipped, and with it any illusion of loyalty. This unmasking is not to hurt you, but to release you from false alliances, clearing the way for your ascent in the systems of manipulation. The enemy rarely comes with open aggression. Instead, they approach in the guise of an ally. They linger in your circle, mirroring your language and intentions, waiting for the moment you lower your defenses. But their tactics cannot prevail for familiarity. Once used as their weapon, will be their undoing. You are not merely surviving betrayal, you are transforming through it, emerging with clarity and strength that no falsehood can shake. This strategy is as ancient as time itself, the exploitation of trust to gain influence and control. They understand that trust is the bridge to the heart, and they aim to corrupt it for their gain. But you are not defenseless. Pray for wisdom and clarity. Discernment is your greatest ally in uncovering their intentions. Pay attention to the small inconsistencies, the subtle missteps, the moments that feel off but linger in your mind. These are not random. They are glimpses of the truth breaking through the facade. God will always reveal what is hidden in due time. Trust in that process even when the revelation stings. It's not destruction, it's freedom. Their nearness does not give them strength over you. It only exposes their vulnerability, no matter how carefully crafted their schemes may seem. They are powerless against the purpose placed upon your life. What they intended to harm you will instead deepen your reliance on the divine. Every false alliance will crumble. Every hidden agenda will surface, and every plot against you will collapse under the weight of truth. These moments, painful as they may be, are not wasted. They are refining you. Each trial has strengthened your spirit. Each betrayal has taught you endurance, and each wound has carved resilience into your being. You have weathered what others could not, and you've emerged stronger each time you've been tested. This is more than survival. It is the unveiling of your true potential. What you are experiencing is not random. It is the culmination of everything that has prepared you for this moment. You are not the same person you were before the trials. You have been shaped by them, forged into something unbreakable. Awakening isn't a single moment. It's a series of revelations that strip away illusions and replace them with truth. You've confronted your limits and shattered the false narratives around you, emerging as the person you were always destined to become. This is your power unleashed and unstoppable, a testament to the strength born from clarity and purpose. Imagine a wildfire that begins with a single spark, spreading rapidly, transforming everything in its path. That's what your awakening is. It's not contained, and it's not just for you. The clarity and strength you've discovered are igniting something greater in those around you. Your courage challenges complacency, and your light inspires others to step out of the shadows. This is the beginning of a ripple that will reach further than you can imagine. The tools have been placed in your hands: vision, purpose, and resilience. But now the question is yours to answer. What will you do with them? Free will is both an invitation and a challenge, a moment where you must decide whether to follow the familiar road or venture into the unknown. The easy path, the one that promises comfort and stability, is a trap for the soul that seeks growth. The heart away, untamed and uncertain, is where transformation awaits. Standing at this crossroads, you hold the power to choose not only your destiny, but the ripple effect of your choices. Each step forward echoes through time, influencing not just your journey, but the lives of those who look to you for inspiration. The weight of your decisions is undeniable, but so is their potential to create something extraordinary. To walk the path of purpose is to embrace the responsibility that comes with it. This is your moment to step boldly forward, knowing that courage will always outweigh fear. The easy route may offer fleeting safety, but it robs you of the greatness you were created for. The more challenging road will stretch you, refine you, and unleash the power you've carried all along. This is not a choice to take lightly. It's the turning point where your story transforms into a legacy. Don't hold back. Embrace your potential. Subscribe now and let's ignite the future together. Step with intention. You were prepared for this exact moment. Your presence here is no accident. It is part of a larger plan, a shift designed to break barriers and dismantle illusions that have held so many captives. The waiting is over. This is your call to action, a summons to stand in the power you've been given and carry forward, the light of truth. This is not a weight to bear. It is your inheritance. The same force that moved mountains and calmed storms is clearing a way for you. What seemed unattainable before is now within reach. You are never alone. Every move you make is supported by the legacy of those who came before you, who faced insurmountable odds and emerged victorious. Their strength is woven into your very being, igniting a determination that cannot be extinguished. You are not just capable, you are destined. Doubt and fear are fleeting, shadows against the unshakable foundation of who you are. The world is shifting, and all eyes are on you. You are more than a part of this change. You are its heartbeat. This is the turning point you were created for. Step forward with conviction, with purpose, knowing that what lies ahead is not just a possibility, but your destiny. The time to act is now. Let the light within you cut through the darkness, breaking chains that have held for far too long. Freedom begins with your courage. No force meant to harm you can succeed. This is not just a promise. It is the unchanging truth written into the fabric of your being. You are never meant to face this alone. Your path is surrounded by unseen forces. Wisdom from those who walked before you filled your spirit, while every step is bolstered by divine strength. What opposes you is not an obstacle, but a tool, refining your resolve and sharpening your focus. The challenges you face reveal the depth of your strength, a power you've carried all along. You are not bound by the limitations of the physical world. You are a force of transformation, a living testament to the unstoppable power of purpose. Your journey is not aimless. Every step you take is a catalyst, shaking the structures that once sought to confine you. You are not here by chance. You were prepared for this exact moment. The light within you is not meant to be hidden. It is a force that transforms and inspires. The world is waiting, ready to feel the impact of your truth and the courage you ignite. Do not hold back. Stand tall, claim your space, and let your presence inspire others to rise. Your voice has the power to shatter silence and awaken those still searching for their own strength. The battle is no longer in question. It has already been decided. Victory is written in the very fabric of your being, waiting for you to seize it. This is your moment to act, to move boldly forward into the purpose you were created for. The weight of your potential is not a burden, it is the foundation of change. Step forward without hesitation. The world needs what only you can bring. Destiny is not somewhere far off, it is here, in the next choice you make, in the next word you speak. Take it, it has been waiting for you all along.